You can spend weeks building a beautiful deck shed or outdoor table, but if you don't waterproof it right, nature will destroy your work faster than you can imagine. Sun, rain, and humidity don't care how much effort you put in. The truth is, waterproofing is what separates a project that lasts one season from something that survives for decades. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to waterproof your outdoor projects the right way. Not the lazy way, not the cheap way, but the method professionals actually use to make their work weatherproof and long-lasting. Let us start with a simple principle. Waterproofing doesn't mean making something completely immune to water. It means controlling how moisture interacts with the material. You want your wood or concrete to breathe, but not absorb. You want water to beat off surfaces, not soak in. And that begins before you even start applying any coating. It begins with preparation. Most beginners make the mistake of slapping a sealant directly on raw wood. Big mistake. If your surface isn't clean, dry, and sanded, your waterproofing won't bond. It'll peel off within months. So first, grab some fine grit sandpaper and smooth the surface down. Get rid of dirt, old stain, or gray weathered patches. Then wipe everything with a damp cloth and let it fully dry. This step is what creates adhesion. Think of it like painting over a dirty wall. No matter what you use, it'll fail if the base isn't clean. Next is choosing the right sealant. You've got three main options: oil-based, water-based, and penetrating sealers. Oil-based is the tank of the group, great for harsh exposure like decks or docks. It penetrates deeper and gives you that rich, wet look. Water-based sealers dry faster, smell less, and are more eco-friendly, but they don't last as long. Penetrating sealers are the modern favorite. They soak into the wood fibers instead of just sitting on top, forming an invisible barrier that keeps out water while letting the wood breathe naturally. If you're working with cedar, pine, or pressure-treated lumber, penetrating sealers are gold. When applying, don't rush it. Use a high-quality brush or a foam applicator for tight corners. Always go with the grain, not across it. 2 thin coats are better than 1 thick one. That's a rule most people ignore. The first coat soaks in. The second seals it. And here's a pro tip. Never apply waterproofing under direct sunlight. It'll flash dry and trap moisture underneath, leading to cracking later. Early morning or late afternoon. That's your best window. Once sealed, give your project at least 48 hours to cure before exposing it to rain or dew. This curing period is non-negotiable. I've seen people apply sealant, then leave the wood outside overnight and wonder why it peeled. Waterproofing isn't about speed. It's about discipline. You're building durability, not decoration. Now, let's talk about long-term protection. A lot of builders treat waterproofing as a one-time job. It's not. UV rays and weather slowly break down sealants, no matter how good they are. The trick is to reapply every 12 to 18 months, or when you start seeing dullness and water absorption. Pour a little water on the surface. If it beads, you're good. If it soaks in, it's time for a fresh coat. Maintenance is what keeps your project alive. If you're working with metal or concrete, the principle's the same, but the product changes. For metal, use a rust-inhibiting primer before painting, and for concrete, apply a siloxane sealer. Both create a hydrophobic barrier that stops corrosion and cracking before it begins. The key idea here is simple. Don't wait until something starts rotting to waterproof it. Do it upfront, and you'll never have to repair it later. When I finished waterproofing my own outdoor bench last year, I left it out through summer storms, frost, and baking heat. A year later, it still looks new because waterproofing, done right, doesn't just protect your work. It protects your time, your money, and your craftsmanship. So here's the takeaway. Waterproofing isn't glamorous, but it's the difference between building and rebuilding. If you're serious about outdoor projects, never skip this step. Prep your surface. Pick the right product, apply it correctly, and maintain it regularly. Build once, protect forever. And when you see the rain slide off your project like it's nothing, you'll realize that's not just waterproofing. That's